Hi, guys. Let's see, have your yoga block handy. We might use a strap. Have your yoga toys handy. We'll definitely use a block.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, please turn on my lights. All right, come into any position to start your breathing. I'll stay up here for a moment to keep an eye on the waiting room. For latecomers, you can sit, you can lie down. Right away, tap into your Ujjayi breathing. Hi, Martha. Let's cultivate our optimal diaphragmatic breath. Inhale into the back bottom ribs. Expand the low back ribs off the low back. Release your low abdominals. Exhale, hug your low abdominals in. Inhale, inflate back bottom ribs. Relax low belly. Exhale, hug low belly in. Continue to breathe like that. Getting the breath into the back bottom of the lungs. Releasing your belly and your pelvic floor. Exhale to connect. Wake up your low abdominals. Spinal twist repetitions. If you're not in a sitting position, continue your optimal breath as you find your way up to sitting. One hand on top of the other on your heart. Inhale, back bottom ribs. Twist to your right. Relax low belly out. Exhale, hug low belly in. Center. Inhale, expand back bottom ribs. Twist left. Soften low belly. Exhale, low belly in. Center. Inhale, back bottom ribs. Get taller through back of spine, twist right. Exhale, low abdominals. Bring you back to center. Keep going like that. Expanding the back ribs as you twist. Using your low belly to bring you back to center, tall spine. Once you complete the round you're on, go to each side one more time. Release your hands. Come into Baddha Konasana for Uddiyana. If Baddha Konasana is not an appropriate beginning posture for you, then cross-legged seat, other leg in front. Activate your feet either way. Spread the toes apart. Press the pinky part of the ball of the foot down into the floor to lengthen your spine up. Take a big breath in. Spread the whole rib cage out 360 degrees. Lift your heart up. Lengthen through back of neck. Strong exhale out your mouth like you're blowing out your candles. Soften your belly. Hold your breath out. Tuck your chin to your throat. Draw navel to spine. And then fly the abdominals up into the rib cage. Flare your ribs. Lift your heart. Lengthen the rib cage off pelvis. When you have to breathe, relax belly. And do that 2 more times. Huge breath in. Unless you're full of lunch or pregnant, then be easy with yourself. Blow it out. Hold out. Fly your diaphragm up. Cross-legged seat, other leg in front. Arms up to sky like you're holding a yoga block overhead. Give a little squeeze with your upper arms. Squeeze those into your head. Inhale, low back ribs up, tall spine. Exhale, twist to your right. Continue to send the yoga block, imaginary yoga block, straight up. It will try to get wider. Squeeze it in. Inhale, back bottom ribs, back of spine up. And exhale, use the sides of the waist to twist. 2 more breaths like that. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Left hand, right knee. Right hand either to the ground or half bound behind your back. Now, even with the use of your hands, relax your shoulders. Don't grind yourself into the twist. Still let your waist and spinal muscles do most of the work. Arms support. If you're half bound, maybe press the right hand against the small of the back as you release it. Change the cross of your legs. Once again, hold your invisible yoga block up overhead. Inhale, lengthen from the back of the spine up through the block. Soften the shoulders away from neck. Exhale, keep the length in back body as you twist left. 4 breaths. Good. Squeeze your block, turn your elbows, points of the elbows slightly forward, wrap the shoulders. Inhale, 1 more time, lift the back ribs. Exhale, release your hands. Right hand, left knee. Left hand down or around. If you're choosing half bind, hold something in your fingers, the edge of your shirt, or tuck your fingers into your waistband so the shoulders relax. Collarbone wide. Exhale, release the twist. Extend left leg out. Right knee open, either in half straddle or hurdler's lunge for side bend series. Right hand behind your back. We'll be leaning towards left leg if this is too much for hamstrings. I'll show you an option in just a moment. Those of you in extended leg, left hand on the ground in front of your leg. Inhale, lift both sides of your ribs up, lengthen the spine, rotate your chest, parallel, side bending over left leg. Release your head, neck to the left. Soften your shoulders away from your neck. For those of you way too much in hamstrings, fold your left knee in, and if possible, bring right heel towards butt. Walk the left fingertips out directly from your hip. Bend the elbow in toward you, hang head to left shoulder. Also, it can be done cross-legged seat, just like that. Neck release. Keep your head relaxing over the left shoulder. Reach right arm out to the right, palm faces earth. And imagine any of the tension in right side neck, shoulder can roll right down your right arm and drip off your fingertips. Chest opener. Lift the right hand up to shoulder height. Inhale, lengthen the right arm from the shoulder. And for some of us, that's enough of a chest opener right there. Others, if it feels right to you, you press the right hand back, continuing to open the chest in front of shoulder. Lead with the thumb going back so the head of the shoulder doesn't dip down but stays open. If you have injury there, then don't press back, please. Inhale, right arm in line with body. Turn the palm up to your head, toward your head. Right arm up overhead, either reaching right arm straight up to sky to open right side body to breath, or reaching over left leg if that feels like it opens the right side body, doesn't crunch you down into the left side. Now keep your neck relaxed as you use your abdominals and your arms to bring you out of the pose. Maybe a hand will actually help your head back up. Change sides. Right leg extends. If you're in the more mermaid leg position, right knee bent, right hand directly out from hip. Everyone, left arm behind back. Inhale, lengthen the sides of the rib cage straight up. Exhale, lean sideways over right leg, head directly over right shoulder. You might choose to angle the chin up or down. But watch, the head will want to start to fall forward. I want you to keep it right on top of shoulder. Left side chest open. Extend left arm out to the side, palm facing earth. Breathe into left side neck. Exhale, feel for muscles loosening their grip. Chest opener, left hand shoulder height. Spread the palm open, same direction as your chest. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, optional. Press left hand back. Stretch the front of chest open. Or stretch the front of shoulder and chest. And if it went back, bring left arm back in line with the body. Turn left palm up to ceiling. Inhale, stretch straight up to the ceiling. And again, either choosing to continue to lengthen up or lengthen both sides of ribs as you extend over right leg. Neck stays relaxed as you ease your way up to sitting. And come onto your back with block nearby. For a dipping psoas variation. Press your feet down, tuck your tailbone up, and slide your block underneath your sacrum the flat way. So sacrum, the back of your pelvis is fully grounded on the block. The smile of your buttocks hangs off the bottom end. Your lumbar spine is free off of the other end of the block. Pick one foot up at a time until both knees are bent 90 degrees from your chest. So maybe not quite up to the ceiling since you are on an incline. Legs straight up to sky. If hamstrings are too tight to keep your legs straight, you'll do dipping frog instead. Arms anywhere where they can relax, including hands on ribs so you can feel for the low ribs staying in, not popping out. Breathe into the back bottom ribs. Relax your low belly. Exhale, draw low belly in. Keep it soft while you engage it, supple. Again, inhale into back bottom ribs. Lower left leg straight down to the earth. Exhale, engage low belly, leg back up. Breathe into the low back ribs, lower right leg towards earth. It might go a little, it might go a lot, but don't let the front ribs pop out. Back ribs expand. Exhale, low belly pulls your leg up. Again, inhale, back bottom ribs. Spiral the left thigh in towards center as it lowers. Active feet. Exhale, engage low abdominals, leg up. Inhale, low back ribs, right leg extends. Exhale, pull low belly in, leg up. Straddle, open your legs, breathe into the low back ribs. Exhale, pull low abdominals in. Here the pubic bone curls into navel, navel to spine, tilting the pelvis without swinging your legs. Inhale, reground your sacrum on your block. Exhale, bring your legs together. Another round. Breathe into low back ribs, lower right leg forward. Exhale, engage low abdominals. Come up. Inhale into the back bottom ribs, left leg forward. Exhale, pull low belly in, center. Do each leg one more time like that. Straddle. Inhale, open your legs. Exhale, curl pubic bone and navel, draw navel to spine, straddle the inner thighs wide. Inhale, untuck your tail, flatten sacrum onto block. Exhale, legs together. Inhale, bring the balls of the feet together. Press balls of feet straight up to sky. Exhale, pull low belly in, lower both legs forward, maybe 2 inches. Inhale into low back ribs. Exhale, pull low belly in, extend the inner thighs out through the big toe mound. Maybe the lower some more. They don't have to. We'll take 6 more breaths like this. Maybe your legs go 2 more inches on each breath, but maybe not. Breathe into the back bottom ribs, trying to maintain a neutral spine the whole time. Lengthen, lengthen through your inner thighs. Breathe up into your heart and the low back ribs. One more breath. If you came pretty low, you can lower your legs down with control into a supported fish, or bring your legs straight up to the ceiling and then bend the knees in. Those of you bent knees in, set a foot down on the floor, one at a time. until both feet are planted like bridge. Those being the fish, let's put your feet on the floor to begin. Everyone hug right knee to chest. Extend left leg out. Breathe into right hip. Exhale, hug the right thigh in, tuck your tail, and float the left leg from the hip. Activate the foot. Lock the knee. Then relax at the pelvis so your heavy leg stretches the front of the hip flexors and thigh. Breathe the back bottom ribs down onto your yoga mat. Exhale, pull low belly in, pull right knee in. Relax the left leg. 2 more breaths. And set left foot on the floor. Set right foot on the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, left knee to chest. Hold on to leg wherever you can. Tuck your tail. Float the right leg out. Lock the knee. Activate the foot. Send breath into the pelvis. Exhale, tuck tail. Relax right hip. Breathe into the back bottom ribs like you're trying to lie them down on the earth. Exhale, pull low belly in. Right leg heavy. 2 more breaths. And set your right foot on the mat. Set your left foot down. Bridge. Activate your feet. Lift and spread your 10 toes. Ground the ball of the foot, especially the big toe bound. And the inner outer heel. Press down to press hips to sky. Any arm variation is fine. You can keep the arms relaxed or lock them underneath you or reach them up overhead. Here, keep the low belly engaged softly in as you breathe up into the rib cage by your armpits and your chest. Exhale, lengthen sacrum forward. 2 more breaths. Exhale, press hips straight up to sky by grounding your feet down into the mat. Move your block and props aside. Tuck your tail. Breathe into heart. Exhale, slowly roll down. Your choice of resting position, either Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees apart. If you prefer the opposite, knees together, feet apart, you can choose that and get your breath down into low belly, low back, and pelvis. Hug your knees up into your chest. Find your way to all fours. Dolphin prelude. Come down onto your elbows and knees. Wrap your hands around your upper arms, halfway between your elbow and your shoulder, so your elbows line up right underneath your shoulder joint. Either dolphin prelude. Do clasp the hands in front of you. Keep the elbows right where they are. Walk the knees back 2 inches. Walk them out to the sides another inch. Rest your head on the earth. Lengthen back through the sacrum and hips. Exhale, soften the upper back between your shoulder blades. Option, lift your hands off the earth without moving your elbows. Point your knuckles straight up to the ceiling. Feel the lines of tension between the shoulder blades and spine, between the shoulder blades and neck. Send breath to those areas. Surrender them to gravity. If you're right where you need to be for your neck and shoulders, stay. Otherwise, dolphin. Lower your hands down, keep your neck released as you shift forward to remeasure your elbow width. Then either interlace hands in front of you with the other thumb on top, or place your palms down directly in front of your elbows. Keep the forearms parallel to each other the whole time. So that means keep the elbows in and the wrists out. Push the earth away. Lift out of shoulders. Hang your head. Lean your hips back. Some of us, that's plenty. This is a way to warm up, get breath into the shoulder joint. Some of you are ready to tuck your toes. Breathe in and exhale, lift knees off mat. Feel for lengthening the tailbone back, the spine back, stretching back out of your shoulders. Press down into the earth with the form. Get a lift out of the shoulders. And then lean back from that so you're not jamming into the joint. If it does feel very compressive, keep your knees on the mat. Use your breath to create space. One more breath. Exhale, draw your front ribs in a little bit more, Cynthia. There you go. Knees down. Sit up on your heels. If kneeling's not great for your knees, then sit or stand in any other position. For bird's wing, palms up. Elbows hug into the ribs, towards the front of the ribs, so you can glue the elbows in. We'll do this variation. Bring the pinky fingers together, hands level with the elbows, like you're holding 2 hot cups of soup. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. And like you have a stretchy band between your hands, exhale. Draw the stretchy band apart with the elbows glued to the ribs. Inhale, hands in towards each other. Broaden the upper back. Exhale, rotate the arms out with some imagined resistance. Hug the arm bones into the rib cage. 2 more breaths like that. Inhale, spread the back ribs wide. Exhale, rotate. Feel the upper arm bones trying to touch the shoulder blades. Once again, inhale and exhale. Touch thumbs together behind your back. Roll the head of the shoulder back. And now watch this. Head of the shoulder back, but not popping the ribs out. Breathe the low back ribs out. Keep the front ribs, chest slightly down. Good. From that position, without disturbing the rib cage of the torso, start to straighten your arms. If your arms straighten and your front ribs, your chest is still softly in the body, the head of the shoulder is open and pain-free, then you start to lift your hands behind you. Relax your arms. Come on up to standing. Let's go right into twisting horse. We'll do twisting horse, then Kapalabhati Agnisara. Stand in horse stance, 3 feet apart, bend your knees, hands on your thighs, lock your elbows straight so your arms, bony structure of the arms supports your straight spine, your abdominals can relax. When we get to the pranayama, here they might engage as you inhale, lengthen the rib cage forward, even the back ribs off low back. Exhale, chest towards right thigh. Press the left thigh open. Shoulder might dip, only if that feels beneficial to left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, chest to left thigh. If dipping doesn't feel good, consciously keep the head of the shoulder open. Inhale, center. Tuck your tail, come to straight spine, crown over pelvis. Short, sharp exhales, Kapalabhati. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a big breath in. Blow it out, hold it out. Tuck your chin in, pull your belly in, and release. And pull in and release as many times as you can while you're holding your breath out. When you need to breathe, relax the belly. Take a breath and do that one more time. Agnisara. Good. And then straighten your legs. When you're complete, turn your toes into parallel. Clasp your hands behind your back. Squeeze shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Or stay upright. Focus on the shoulders. We'll get to the hamstrings some more. If you feel right coming up in your bind, reach through your knuckles and pretend to pull the outside edges of feet in a little bit to help you up. You can release the hands if needed. Relax the arms. Come to Tadasana at the top of your mat. Surya Namaskar A. 4 times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, or lower down in a way that doesn't hurt your shoulders. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing. Stay and breathe. Step or jump forward. Inhale your chest forward, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samastiti. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, or your modified vinyasa. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Breathe in. Breathe out, stretch your hips back. Step or jump forward. Breathe in. Exhale, fold into your legs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samastitihi. 2 more like that. Inhale, arms up. Breathe into back ribs. Exhale, fold. Pull low belly in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward or cobra. Exhale, downward. Breathe in. Exhale, find your Uddiyana Bandha, the lift of the diaphragm that allows you to keep breathing, spreading the ribs out. The lift of low belly that reaches your tail back. Step or jump forward. Inhale your chest forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samastitihi. Once again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, chaturanga. Another option, step into plank and hold plank. Then inhale into up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Option, turbo dog. Bend your elbows an inch. Rotate the elbows in towards your ears. And then press your mat forward with your flat palms. Stretch back out of your wrapped shoulders, shoulder blades coming around the sides of the body. Exhale, straighten your arms. Inhale, step or jump forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Samastitihi. Surya Namaskar B 3 times. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. If sun salutations are not physically beneficial to you, do choose cat's cows. Keep breathing with us. Inhale. These are to run the breath through the front of the body. Exhale, down dog. And through the back of the body, spine. Right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot. Inhale. Exhale to the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Hold down dog or cat cow and breathe in and out. Step or jump feet to hands. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Inhale, bend knees. Exhale, Samastitihi. Again, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Right foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay in down dog or any position where you can run your breath up and down spine. Step or jump forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Inhale, sit back. Exhale, Samastitihi. One more time. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, nice strong legs. Right foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Left foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Breathe. Step or jump forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Standing BB, feet hips width apart. Feel free to put your block between your thighs if that connects you to the strength of your legs. Hands to the back of your hips. You can use your palms. I like to make fists so my wrists can stay straight, if that feels okay to you. Fist in the fleshy part of your buttocks, right next to the sacral bone. Guide your sacrum down. Inhale, lift your whole rib cage up, front and back. Exhale, roll the shoulders back, tweeze the elbows back. With each in-breath, lengthen up through the torso. With each exhale, soften the upper back, shoulders back. Your head might go back. That's fine. Keep breathing to telescope ribs up. Low ribs lift off your hips. Middle ribs expand off the low ribs. The chest floats off the rib cage. One more breath. If you're using a block, squeeze your block. Pretend to press it towards the earth. Press your hands into your sacrum. Inhale your heart up. Head follows, it's back. Sit back into your chair. Low chair. Shift your weight back. Bring your chest down to your thighs. Step your feet together. Pull navel to spine. Shift back so your knees are over your ankles. You can see your toes clearly. Then inhale, heart forward. Exhale, twist. Left elbow, right thigh. Spine isn't ready for that. Then separate feet. Left elbow, left thigh works okay. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Low chair. Inhale, bend your knees, chest to thighs. Reach forward. Exhale, twist to your left, right elbow, left thigh, or your modified twist. Feel for squeezing your butt. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Separate your feet to hips width, 2 fists apart. Padangusthasana, if you can reach your big toes, index and middle finger hook the big toe, thumbs touch the index finger but not floor, or hands on the sides of your legs. Inhale, heart forward, maybe open throat. Exhale, fold in. Close throat. And if it's okay for your hamstrings to pull on your toes, pull up on the toes, press the toes into your hands, and use that to drag the shoulders away from your head and neck. Padahastasana. Inhale, look forward. Slide your hands underneath your feet, toes all the way onto your wrists. Exhale, fold in. Once again, close the throat. Free your hands. Inhale to a flat back. Hands to your waist. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, Samasthiti. Triangle, step back with your right foot. And then keep pivoting, left toes in, right toes to face the other edge of your mat. So you're facing right foot for triangle. Any variation, triangle, right hand might reach for big toe, or you keep it on shin or thigh, or a yoga block. Gaze wherever neck is comfortable. Remember, head is part of your spine, so it will affect what you're feeling in the rest of the spine. If you need to bend the right knee to help you up, please do so. Use your butt. Inhale to come up. Turn the right toes in. Turn the left toes to the other end of your mat. Exhale, triangle other side. Inhale to come up. Bend your knees if needed. Turn left toes in. Turn right toes out. Let's actually come into runner's lunge to right foot for twisting warrior variation. Left hand stays on ground or on yoga block. Twist to your right. If your low back's healthy for this twist, feel for pulling the left thigh up, keeping your left hip square. Tuck your right hip under. And then breathe the torso up over your right thigh, left rib sliding up to the top of the right thigh. Pyramid, hand down. Step the left foot so it's only about 2.5, 3 feet behind the right. Heels pretty close to a center line if that's okay on your back. Otherwise, widen your stance, left foot out to the side. Straightish right leg, it's a hamstring stretch. Shifts a little extra weight into the front foot so you can draw the left hip back, assuming your front foot is your right foot. Revolved triangle. Inhale to a long spine parallel to the earth. Left hand stays down on ground or block. Right hand to hip. Some of you will put your left hand on the pinky side of your foot. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, twist to your right. Roll the right shoulder open. If your shoulders line up, then right arm reaches to sky. If you're using a block and your hand is far to the big toe side of foot, also works. Certainly easier to balance if that's the issue. Exhale, hands down. Soften the right knee so you can push into the earth to stand up. Turn the right toes in, left toes out. Runner's lunge to left foot. Now feel for squaring off the hips, engaging. Tuck the sitting bones to the tail. And see if you can keep that fairly steady as you lean onto right hand and twist to your left. I say lean, but I don't want you to put a lot of weight on the right hand. I want your legs to hold you up. Some of you can feel into pressing into the feet so much that the right hand actually can float. Yeah. But just like our no-handed twist, our arms are there to help the twist, not to force it. Parshvattanasana, pyramid, hands down. Step the right foot a little further forward so it's like a triangle footprint, but square your hips to the left. Draw the left hip back and fold. Oh, hips are really square on this side, Martha. I don't know if that's good or not. You can feel for yourself whether you like it or not.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, your hips are really squared on this side.
Yeah.
On the other side, you were a little bit dipped into the
Yeah.
front hip.
So which
So
is
I don't know if
better?
you can feel the difference.
To be dipped? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
got it.
like my old ballet teachers would say, like you gotta have a cup of tea off your pelvis. But for some low backs, it's not appropriate to try to pull into that square hip. You know your shoe size are different. Everyone's is. All right, revolved triangle. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. Left hand to hip. Right hand stays on ground or block or even on your left shin. And yes, there's a balance element to this. Use your Mula Bandha. Feel for the arch of your back foot, like it's a suction cup, and pretend to pull right foot in towards left. That will help you engage your Mula Bandha. Nice. Exhale, hand down. Bend your left knee. Inhale, come up to stand. Turn left toes in, right toes out into warrior two. Extended warrior variations, either right forearm to thigh Left arm outstretched over ear. Or some of you are working your hand towards earth. Maybe the block's on the pinky side of foot. What happens if you straighten your left elbow all the way? Is your arm healthy? Shoulder? Yeah. Now straighten your wrist. Feel like close all your fingers and pretend you've got a spade for a hand. Just point it out. Yeah. That's it. In Ashtanga, we keep the fingers closed. In other yogas, we consciously spread them. You feel what's right for you. All right. Press off your feet. Use your buttocks to come up. Inhale. Turn the toes in, heels out. We should be warrior two, other side. To the left foot. Hopefully I got that right. Your extended warrior variation, possibly mirroring what right side was. But again, left, right, so different. Maybe not. Okay. Your extension looked good before, Martha. Turn your palm towards your head and reach it over your ear. Was that okay for your shoulder? Yeah. So the extension is that long from your pinky finger right out through the pinky blade of right foot. You're going to put your spine in that long line. By tucking your tail, pull your belly in. All right. Press your feet down to come up. Inhale. Turn the toes in, left toes in, right toes out. Last piece, a twisting warrior variation. Either left elbow, right thigh, or if you prefer the variation we did earlier, left hand down, that's fine. Some of you, if you get your armpit close to thigh, maybe the left hand extends out to the ground by the pinky side of foot. Then right arm extends over ear. And yes, spade with the right hand, extend. You don't have to keep it as a spade, just use that as a tool to help you lengthen the pinky side of the arm. Hands down. Inhale to come up. Turn the right toes in, left toes out. Last side. Twisting warrior, right elbow, left thigh. Or mirror what you did on side one. Pravrita Parshvakonasana, revolved extended warrior. Yeah, Mula Bandha here is your balance. Exhale, hands down. Step the right foot forward, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Samastitihi. Turn to face the side of your mat. Separate your feet 3 or 4 feet. Pravrita Parshvakonasana, I think. Inhale, hands to waist, shoulders back. Exhale, hands to the ground between your feet. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, close your throat. Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, look forward. Option to take hold of big toes, palms face each other. Thumbs touch your index finger but not earth. And exhale, fold in. Or you can just put your hands on your calves and draw yourself in. Release your hands. Inhale, half lift, hands to waist, elbows to the sky. You can bend your knees, tuck your tail if needed. Inhale, rise. Samastitihi, come to standing. Utthita Asta Padangusthasana, right knee to chest, or big toe pose. Extended, bent, or somewhere in between works fine. Yeah. If you're working with bent, holding big toe, use that starting to extend as a way to pull your heart forward to connect to your core. Your ribs are in, your belly's in. If you've easily got the leg extended, then you start to point the toes. So you're pulled forward some more. There's always more. All right, inhale, exhale, open your leg or knee out to the right. Option to look over left shoulder. Exhale, center, hands to waist, float your leg, point your toes like you're making a fist, pull your belly in, lean forward just a little bit, look at your big toe. It'll feel like leaning forward, but if you saw yourself, it's straight. Exhale, knee to chest, Samastitihi. Do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around. Left knee up or left big toe. Open leg to the left. Option to look over right shoulder. Exhale, center, hands to waist. Point your foot like you're making a fist real tight. Steady, very focused eyes on big toenail. Strong breath. Exhale, knee to chest. Samastitihi. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Find your way back to downward dog or warrior one. That's where we're meeting. So if the up, back and forth doesn't work for your body, just do a half sun. Warrior one, right foot forward. Option to press your palms together without locking your fingers. Use your back muscles to squeeze the arms into your head. Optional to look up. And then bend the right knee deeper, bringing your tail forward with you. Yep. Warrior two. Breathe the low back ribs out. Ventilate your kidneys. Yeah. Exhale, scoop the low belly in. Half moon. Left hand to hip, right hand to the ground, or find your yoga block and put it somewhere in front of your toes, maybe out to the side past pinky toes to make a wider tripod to balance on. If your balance is steady, then maybe you work the hand to right in front of the toes in line with foot. Good active left foot. Knee to knee pose, look down. Bend your right knee, hug your left knee in next to it, turn into a little ball, tuck your belly in. Maybe your hands are in prayer, guiding your sternum forward. Maybe you come up to standing, left knee to chest without ever setting the right foot down. The left foot down. But the floor is not made of lava. It's okay if you need to put your feet down, stand up. Left hand to ankle, heel to butt. Either stay here, any variation, or back into your half moon, Chapasana, clasping your left ankle. or foot. Carefully release and find your way back into downward dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. With the option of press palms, option to look up. Exhale, warrior two. If the warrior one, warrior two transition is no good for your hips, just stand up and reset the pose. Half moon, right hand to hip, left hand to earth, or come out of the pose to find your block while you keep your breath going. Knee to knee, look down, soften the left knee, squeeze the right knee in next to it, a little bit like a one-legged squat with your tail tucked, your belly drawn in, maybe even hands to heart. And if you want to play floor is lava, come up to standing, pull your belly in to pull knee to chest. Heel to butt. Right hand down to ankle, draw your foot back. Feel free to stay in any quad stretch, even with your hand on the wall. The front of the hip flexors always, or the hip flexors always need some extra breath. Or turn it into your, yes, Chapasana, half moon variation. Press the right foot into your hand to open up right shoulder. Find your way back to downward dog. Fancy transition down to seat. If this works for you, set your knees down. Lift your feet up, cross your ankles, and then sit back over your ankles to bring your legs forward and lower down. Reverse. Lift your legs up, cross your ankles, bring them down to your seat so you can roll over your knees and step back into down dog. One more time. Knees down. Lift your feet, cross your ankles, and then sit back over ankles to extend legs forward and down. Yeah. And then reverse, lift the legs up. Some of you look like you're practicing floating. You try to lift your butt up if you want and bring your legs back. All right, find your way to your seat any way you like. Continue to rehearse if you want, knees down, or practice jumping and crossing your ankles. Dandasana, legs straight, feet flexed. Hands pressed into the ground by your hips, tall spine, shoulders back. Tuck your chin, gaze at your big toes. Ujjayi breathing. Lift your chin, relax all that pressure. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, fold. Maybe you hold your big toes. Maybe, I know some low back hip stuff, better to separate the legs and then fold so your low back stays neutral, not rounded. That's fine. Inhale, look forward. If you're holding your big toes, now hold on to the pinky side of the foot and exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale to come up. Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Inhale, lengthen spine. Any variation of Baddha Konasana. Exhale, either straight spine, round spine, or relaxed spine. We'll just do one round for 5 breaths. The rounder you are, the more you are in the spine and upper spine. The straighter you are, the more you are down in your hips and groin. Inhale, glance forward. Exhale, pull your belly in to come up. Purvottanasana, straighten your legs, point your toes. Press your hands into the ground a few inches behind your hip, maybe 8 inches. And press into the earth for chest opener. Lift up out of your low back, lifting your chest up, shoulders back, chin either tucked or head back. Some of you will continue to press your hips up to sky, big toes towards each other and to the earth. If you can no longer breathe into your heart with your hips up, then lower them. Focus on breath and heart. If your head is back, it's the last piece to come up. Slowly lower your hips. Slowly bring your heart forward, head up, and lie down on your back with your block in reach. One more time, bridge on a block. Knees bent, press your feet down. Block underneath your hips, the highest height you're willing to work at this point in your practice. If it's tricky to get in there, just keep breathing. No thrashing, no fighting. Smooth breath. Any arm variation. Even with the block, elevating your hips, ground your feet, ground your inner leg line. Lift your arches. Reach your inner thighs forward. Keep your belly in. Breathe up into rib cage and heart. And press your feet down. Lower your block enough that you can put your hips on it for modified shoulder stand. Maybe the lowest way for most blocks is safe. If you have a pretty heavy, sturdy block, it can be medium. High only if you're up near a wall, but even then, if you haven't done it before, you might be a little too high right now to negotiate that. So keep it low. Sides of big toes together, gaze through third eye at big toes, Ujjayi breath. Slow, voluptuous Ujjayi breathing. Either stay here for a few more breaths, or if you're feeling called into a full shoulder stand or plow, breathe your way into that. If you need more instruction on that, we've done it before. My main indication is please do not turn your head once you're bearing weight towards shoulders. So come out of the pose if you want tutorials or tips. Once you are complete with your shoulder stand series, you can move into fish if you know it, but happy baby is usually a sweet neutral place to let your sacrum rest heavily on the earth. Your neck relax, jaw unwind. You bring your feet down to the floor. In preparation for spinal twist, press your feet down to scoot your hips over to left edge of mat. And then any twist, pick your knees up over to the right, roll onto right side. You can twist your root. You can extend the bottom leg. I like the hips behind you because it brings the twist right into the waist area. So that can go slack those muscles along the mid spine. If you like the extra stretch across low back, then you tuck tail. For a lot of us, that's just destabilizing. Roll onto your back. Move your hips to center to unwind. And scoot your hips over to the right edge of the mat. Knees go up over to the left, possibly mirroring your twist from the first side. And use these slowing, softening exhales to settle. Settle your bones. It is 1:15 now. If you have to go, make sure to take a shavasana or meditation at some point today so your practice can integrate. If you have time to stay for a 3-minute shavasana, I will stay logged in. If you have time to take a more ample shavasana, at least 5 or 7 minutes, up to 20. Feel free to turn off your Zoom and get yourself set up to let go. Take a deep breath. Of course, you can choose to stay in your resting place. Otherwise, start by waking fingers and toes. Follow your own body's cues on your way back up to your seat, nice and easy. May we benefit from our practice. May our practice benefit not only us, but may all beings know peace, health, and happiness. Namaste. Thank you, my friends.